This gaming PC just came in the shop because when you go to turn the system on, all the fans and lights fire right up. But before we get a display out, the system just shuts off on you. And then it will try to automatically restart itself, all for it to just fail once again.
So what's going on here?
Well, anytime I have a system that fails to load to a display, the first thing I look for are any kind of diagnostic LEDs like these on the bottom right of the motherboard, which can be super helpful to tell you what's wrong. If your system's getting stuck on one, but for this one, it looks like it cycles through and then just shuts off. And if you're curious what that cycle means, well, in most circumstances where I see those LEDs cycle like that, it's because of a bad BIOS configuration or even a corruption. Basically, the system can't initialize all its hardware, even though everything checked out during that post sequence. So in order to reset that BIOS configuration, there are a couple things that we can try, including clearing our CMOS, which on this motherboard can be done in two ways. First, we need to go ahead and turn off our power supply, unplug it from power, then by shorting these two pins here with a screwdriver, or popping out our CMOS battery and snapping that back into place. But unfortunately, after turning the system back on, we're back to the exact same failure. But with this motherboard, we're not out of options just yet. See, I stripped the system down to its bare minimum, but that still didn't work, which means we likely just have a corrupt BIOS. Unfortunately, this motherboard doesn't have a BIOS reflash feature, but it does have a backup BIOS, which we can absolutely use. The only trouble is, the only way to get this active is to short pins 1 and 6 and turn the computer on, holding those down, and check that out, the system boots to the BIOS, which means that main BIOS must have been corrupted. So let's put the system back together so we can go ahead and fire it back up. And check this out, instead of restarting every few seconds, this PC is booting straight to Windows. So all we gotta do now is get this PC cleaned up by taking this PC out back and blowing it out. That is so much better. So with this PC now back up and running and no longer restarting on itself, let's get the system back over to our customer.